unplayable. And he dismissed the concerto and never performed it in Tchaikovsky's lifetime. So Tchaikovsky was really very upset, and he was looking for a performer to give a premiere. And a young violinist called Brodsky approached him, and they had a premiere, and unfortunately it was a disaster. It was a horrible critic written in Vienna. The premiere was in Vienna. It was never played in Russia, and though in Tchaikovsky's lifetime. So he just thought that that was just a very unfortunate opus that he made. Little did he realize he wrote one of the most popular violin concerto of all times. But that was not the case also with another great piece. Beethoven violin concerto was performed once in his lifetime on the violin. So those things happen. And then Auer, of course, felt very guilty once Tchaikovsky died prematurely, only at the age of 53. So he made his own edition, sort of, with cuts and some changes. And that's the form he gave all his students to play. And they, of course, made this concerto world famous, because they were fantastic players, and they went everywhere in America and everything. But the accepted version was always the cut version.
Is that the version you'll be performing?
I'll be performing the original version.
The full,
yes.
Without the cuts?
Yes, without the cuts.
That'll be a real treat.
Because Auer, with all due respect, and I belong to his school in a way of second and third generation of teachers, I think he made a huge mistake in judgment, and I don't think he deserves to be part of this concerto, so I just played the original version.
Very, very good. Also on that same program, you have in the Fourth Symphony of Tchaikovsky, which also got bad reviews and wasn't well received when it was first performed too.
Yeah, very much so. Tchaikovsky didn't have that much luck, though he was very successful in the way that every opera and ballet was performed, was sponsored by the Tsar, and it was performed in St. Petersburg or in Moscow in Bolshoi Theater, actually. So, you cannot say that he was not recognized, but critics really, they always had a lot to say against him, and he was very sensitive and was very easily hurt. And I think, if he's around somewhere in spirit, he certainly saw all of that come to complete justice, because, I mean, the only problem that he would have, that's the many performances that are very sort of slapdash and not terribly refined. He was an incredibly refined human being and a very, very sensitive soul, and it's reflected in his music. My view of his is very different from many. So.
Right. Well, I'm sure it'll be a tremendous program. We're out of time, unfortunately. I wish we had another hour, because there's so much more I'd like to ask you, but I'm sure our viewers can see how fortunate the city of Greensboro is to have you as the conductor of the symphony orchestra, someone of your stature and your experience and your qualities and qualifications. I want to thank you so much for being on the program. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for watching.